Okay, so, we get this question a lot, like networks marketing.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds interesting, right? But where do you even begin
Right.
without feeling totally lost?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you want to explore a new city, but you don't have a map. You
Exactly.
don't even know which direction to go first.
I like that analogy.
It's
But
just
overwhelmed.
completely overwhelmed.
Yeah, and that feeling of being overwhelmed at the starting line, I think,
Right.
that's real for a lot of people. It's about,
Yeah.
how do you find that first,
Yeah.
clear step forward
Yeah.
that makes all the difference.
Right. And that is exactly what we are exploring today.
Yes.
We're going to be looking at the system that's been developed by Dr. Ashish Rohatgi,
Okay.
who is a leading voice in India when it comes to digital network marketing.
Yes, very well known.
And what is interesting is that it's not just abstract advice.
Right.
This is a structured approach.
Yes.
Specifically designed for people who are new, who want to build a solid foundation
Yeah.
with PM International,
Okay.
which is a company that's generating a lot of buzz right now.
Yeah.
Because, this rapidly expanding player
Right.
in direct selling.
Precisely. And our goal in this deep dive is to really break down the nuts and bolts of Dr. Rohatgi's system for beginners, to really understand how this works practically speaking.
Yes.
We're going to look at why PM International is being talked about as a significant opportunity in the Indian market at this moment.
Right now.
And then also we want to tackle those fundamental questions that tend to pop up when you're considering, diving into something like this.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you've been kind of watching from the sidelines, maybe curious about the potential of creating an online income through network marketing,
Right.
but unsure of how to even take that first step, think of this as your guided tour. We're going to break down the essential elements for you.
Okay, so at its core,
Yeah.
Dr. Rohatgi's system takes the fundamental principles of network marketing, connecting with people, sharing valuable products, and it optimizes them for the digital age.
Okay.
So this is what's known as digital network marketing, or DNM.
Okay.
And it's specifically tailored to provide a launching pad for individuals who are starting their journey with PM International. And what's fascinating here is that it doesn't discard what works in traditional network marketing.
Right.
It intelligently integrates those proven methods with the reach and efficiency of online tools.
It's like taking that reliable blueprint and updating it with the latest technology.
I like that analogy.
To build something even stronger and more efficient.
That's right.
Now, this system is built around what's called a three-step duplicable system. And that word duplicable sounds really important.
Yeah.
What does it actually mean in practice?
So duplicable is key because it means that the system is designed to be easily learned and then passed on to new team members.
Okay.
So think of it as a training framework that anyone can follow and then teach to their own teams as they grow.
Okay.
So this creates consistency and it allows for much faster scaling.
Got it. Okay, so let's walk through these three steps. The first one is digital onboarding and branding.
Okay.
Now, that immediately signals a shift away from some of the older stereotypes of network marketing.
I think so.
It's not about starting with a list of everyone you've ever met.
Right, exactly. So the focus here moves away from that initial, often uncomfortable outreach to friends and family.
Right.
Instead, the emphasis is on attracting people who are already interested in what you have to offer and doing that online.
Right.
So this involves strategically using social media, creating what are often called funnels, and leveraging content marketing.
Okay, so social media funnels that might sound a bit complex to someone who is new.
Sure.
Can you break that down in a really simple way?
Yeah.
Imagine, I've never even heard that term before.
So think of it like creating a welcoming pathway online. So you might share helpful or interesting content related to health and wellness, since that's the focus of PM International with their FitLine products. But people who are already interested in those topics might come across your content, engage with it, like it, comment, share, and then you gently guide them through a series of steps to learn more about the specific products and the potential business opportunity.
Okay.
So it's about drawing in people who are a natural fit rather than trying to convince those who aren't initially interested.
Okay, so instead of directly selling, you're positioning yourself as someone who knows their stuff in the health and wellness space.
Precisely. And Dr. Rohatgi's system places a strong emphasis on building your personal brand as a knowledgeable and trustworthy leader.
Okay.
It's about offering value and insights first.
Yeah.
Which naturally attracts people who are looking for solutions in that area.
Okay, great. And then the second step is follow-up funnels and conversion.
Okay.
So once you've attracted those initial people who are interested, this step kicks in to help nurture those relationships and turn that interest into actual product sales or team members.
That's the core of it.
Okay.
And this is where some of the power of automation comes into play.
Okay.
So the system includes resources like pre-written scripts that can help guide your communication, chatbots that can answer frequently asked questions automatically, and even webinar funnels that can explain the product benefits and the business opportunity in detail.
Okay.
And they can do this 24/7 without you having to be constantly online.
So you're not personally tied to answering every single initial inquiry?
Right.
Around the clock? That sounds like it could free up a lot of time and energy.
And importantly, notice what's not a central part of this cold calling.
Yeah.
The focus is on providing valuable information to people who have already indicated some level of interest. It's a much more targeted, efficient, and frankly, less intimidating way to build a business, especially for beginners.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the third step is team duplication and scaling.
Okay.
So this is where the network aspect really starts to multiply, right?
Exactly. And this is where the real power of a duplicable system shines. So when you bring new individuals onto your team, they receive the exact same training, the same tools, and the same funnels that you initially used.
Okay.
This ensures a consistent approach across your entire team, making it much easier to achieve rapid growth or scaling.
So there's a clear, proven pathway for new team members to follow rather than everyone having to reinvent the wheel.
That's the idea. And the ultimate goal here is to build that all-important residual income, that income that continues to flow in based on the ongoing activity of your team and the consistent product purchases, often through what's called auto ship.
Okay.
Which are regular automated orders from satisfied customers.
So looking at this system as a whole, it really sounds like it's specifically designed to address that initial feeling of being lost and to provide a clear step-by-step framework for someone who's completely new to the world of digital network marketing.
That's the fundamental aim. It's about taking away the guesswork and providing a structured, supported path towards building a successful business.
Great. So now let's pivot and talk about why PM International is being highlighted as a particularly significant opportunity right now, especially in a massive and growing market like India, where they just launched in January of 2025.
So what makes this particularly interesting, I think, is the convergence of several key factors.
Okay.
So first, consider the global trajectory of PM International. They're not a fledgling startup.
Right.
They've been recognized as the world's fastest growing direct selling company and have already achieved billion-dollar success in the European market.
Okay.
So that established track record provides a strong foundation and a level of credibility.
Right. So it's not like you're taking a gamble on an unproven entity.
Oh, exactly.
There's a demonstrable history of success.
Yeah.
And then there are their core products, the Fit line range.
Right.
Which they're quite known for, correct?
Exactly. They emphasize the premium quality and scientific backing of these health and wellness products.
Right.
They specifically highlight their patented nanotech absorption technology.
Wow.
Even claiming it's 5 times better than competitors.
Okay.
Now, while it's always wise to approach such claims with a degree of healthy curiosity and perhaps do some independent exploration, that kind of unique technology, if it delivers on its promise, could give them a significant edge in the market.
Absolutely. If the products are genuinely effective and well received by customers, that strengthens the entire business model.
It does.
And then, of course, a crucial element for anyone considering a business opportunity is the potential for earnings.
Right.
The compensation plan.
Precisely. And they emphasize the potential for attractive commissions on sales.
Okay.
Fast start bonuses for new distributors who achieve early milestones.
Okay.
And importantly, the opportunity to build a lifetime residual income.
Wow.
So that long-term income potential is a significant draw
for
those looking to create lasting financial stability.
Yeah. And in today's business environment, having a digital-first approach, as they emphasize, seems absolutely critical.
Well, it's non-negotiable.
Yeah.
The way people connect research products and make purchases has fundamentally shifted.
Yeah.
A business model that's designed from the ground up for online operation offers immense flexibility, broader reach, and greater efficiency in today's world.
Right. And it's also interesting that they highlight this concept of low entry, high reward, suggesting that you can get started on a part-time basis with a relatively small initial investment that could be appealing to a lot of people who are hesitant to take on significant financial risk right away.
Exactly. It allows individuals to dip their toes in the water, learn the system at their own pace, and gradually scale their involvement as they start to see results and gain confidence.
And there was a really interesting point we noted, the fun fact about the founder, Rolf Sorg, having built PM International with zero debt in the often financially leveraged world of business. That seems like a really strong indicator of sound financial management and long-term stability, does it?
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
It suggests a very responsible and sustainable approach to building the company, which can be reassuring for individuals considering a long-term partnership.
So when you piece all of this together, the rapid global growth, the emphasis on premium technologically advanced products, a potentially lucrative compensation plan, a strong digital focus, the lower barrier to entry, and that underlying financial stability. It really does paint a picture of a potentially significant opportunity.
It does.
Particularly with their recent expansion into a market the size of India.
That's the overall impression. The timing of their entry into India, combined with their established global success and a structured system designed for that market, does seem to create a unique set of circumstances that some are indeed calling a once-in-a-generation opportunity for India.
Now, for anyone listening who might be new to network marketing, or even just curious about this specific opportunity, there are always some fundamental questions that tend to come up.
Of course.
So let's address some of these frequently asked questions.
Okay, let's do it.
To provide even more clarity.
One question that almost always arises in the context of network marketing is the pyramid scheme concern. It's vital that we address this directly and clearly.
Absolutely. So the question is PM International a pyramid scheme? And the clear answer, based on our understanding, is a resounding absolutely not.
Yes.
But it's important to explain the fundamental differences.
Exactly. The crucial distinction lies in the fact that PM International sells real, tangible, science-backed products, the Fitline range, in a legitimate network marketing business like this. Revenue is generated through the sale of these products to actual customers. This is known as retailing, as well as through building a team of other distributors who are also engaged in selling products. So this is fundamentally different from a pyramid scheme, where the primary focus is on recruiting new members, with little to no actual product or service being exchanged.
Got it.
The fact that PM International operates in a similar model to well-established and reputable direct selling companies like Amway and Oriflame further underscores its legitimacy.
Another common question for people who haven't been involved in network marketing before. Do I need prior experience to be successful? It can feel like you're at a disadvantage if you're a complete beginner.
And the reassuring answer here is no. Prior experience is not a prerequisite for success with Dr. Rohatgi's system and PM International. The system itself is specifically designed to be beginner-friendly, with a strong emphasis on providing step-by-step training. This means that even someone completely new to network marketing can learn the fundamentals and start building their business by following the structured approach.
So you don't have to be an expert coming in?
No, not at all.
Okay, good. And what about the time and financial commitment? People lead busy lives, and there's often a concern about significant upfront costs or needing to dedicate an overwhelming amount of time.
Those are valid considerations. The information suggests that you can start on a part-time basis with an initial time commitment of approximately 2 to 3 hours per day.
That's not bad.
And the financial entry point appears to be relatively accessible.
Okay.
with the starter kit typically ranging from 5,000 to 10,000 rupees.
Okay, so it allows individuals to explore the opportunity
Yes.
without a huge upfront financial burden and to integrate it into their existing schedules.
That's the idea.
In today's digital age, a big question is always about the potential to earn online.
Yeah.
Is this system really designed for online success?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Dr. Rohatgi's entire system is built around leveraging online strategies. And we've seen that his students are effectively using platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and WhatsApp funnels to connect with potential customers and team members, not just within their local area, but on a global scale.
Wow.
So the potential to build a thriving online business is definitely a core component of this approach.
Okay, and finally, given that PM International is a relatively new entrant to the Indian market in 2025, people might understandably have questions about its long-term stability and prospects in India.
That's a fair and important question. While their launch in India is recent, it's crucial to remember that PM International has a strong foundation of over 30 years of success in the global market.
Okay.
So they aren't a brand new, untested company.
Right.
They are a well-established international player entering a new territory. And as with any successful market entry, early adopters often have the potential to benefit significantly as the company establishes and expands its presence.
So to bring it all together, what would you say are the key takeaways for someone who's been following our deep dive today?
The main points are that Dr. Ashish Rohatgi has developed a structured and, most importantly, a duplicable system specifically designed to help beginners succeed in digital network marketing. This system is tailored to work effectively with PM International, a company with a proven track record of global success that is now strategically expanding its reach in India, presenting what appears to be a compelling opportunity.
And for you, the listener, if you've been even slightly considering the possibility of building an online income stream, and you've been looking for a clear and supported starting point, this could very well be the structured approach you've been searching for.
And based on what we've explored, there's a clear next step.
Okay.
If you're interested in learning more, you're invited to Comment System to receive a complimentary guide that delves deeper into Dr. Rohatgi's methodology and PM International.
Great. And remember, taking that initial step, exploring a new avenue, can often lead to the most transformative and rewarding experiences. What possibilities could a structured system like this, combined with a dynamic and expanding global company, unlock for your future?
That's the question.